been tuning into for the last 24 hours. Somebody said get to the topic first. We should. We should.
Mm-hmm.
One second. Anyway. Somebody says Adam's wife. Nah. I think. Did I go hard yesterday, chat? I don't know if I went too hard yesterday.
I must have missed that one.
You know, I still want to be respectful. Now, I'm gonna be honest though. I think the cracking of the dam might be happening. Somebody say yes? Or maybe I didn't go hard. Adam hit me. Adam was like, you don't think you went a little bit too hard? I know we talked about this. I'm like, I'm gonna keep it real with you. I went light. Oh, and I'm gonna be honest. At that moment, I'm like, oh, fuck. I'm like, this is not even gear one. And this was not even day one. I guess it's day one. So, you know, I'm gonna send my prayers for Adam and his family.
Send my prayers.
You know, he also did confirm to me as well that their OnlyFans numbers is off the charts. Sign-ups have been amazing.
I would imagine.
Out of this world. Yeah, I'm gonna just back up from this one because I'm gonna be honest with you. You got to remember, with this type of situation, this is day one of the rest of your life. That's only thing that needs to be said. You get what I mean? So,
right.
You know, again, I only kind of talked about it because I felt, you know, Adam basically told me like, no, we good sports, like it's cool. But you know, if there was a sensitive line there, I don't need to talk about it. I will just bow out of this conversation. This will continue. So as I said, this was day one. Day two and day three. And the premiere won't be as nice. Anyway, people, I actually watched a podcast that he did about it. And, you know, again, like, we're not going back to the covering or going back into every fucking no jumper thing that goes on. But this thing was talked about heavily. You know, I even told him, I say, the interesting part about this is the idea of cuckery and whether you want to call yourself a cuck or not.
Bro,
when people think about somebody,
yeah, she's a cuckold, bro.
Dominated by another nigga, like that's kind of what comes into it.
When you think about it,
so like regardless,
it could have been him who filmed it.
Of your relationship or is someone else, the mere fact you have a name in the hip hop space is going to garner a lot of attention.
Definitely could have been him.
I'll try to go in. Let me see. He talked about it in this podcast. Let me see if I can find it.
Fucking crazy amounts of content out here. Yesterday was an amazing. Man, yeah, because I can't fully just get on here and act all braggadocious and talk about how great life is for me. Because the truth is that I could very easily spend the next 10 years of my life hanging out in luxury hotels in France like I just did on that honeymoon, and I would rather be in here inhaling Sharp's fucking cool.
Come down here, do this.
Do this shit. It didn't.
You guys are one.
Yeah.
Once you did that, you're one. Whoever gets the money is
to take this.
I would say it's been like 6 months that we've been kind of going back and forth, having the conversation a little bit here and there. And ultimately, it was just like, you know what? If you're only going to be in this game for so
now, I also got to be honest.
You know, I think that's
what, shit, I texted Adam this morning. I was just like, I'm gonna keep it a bean with you. I fuck with you, but this is some type of shit. I know Sharp's supposed to be he a pimp, so maybe he into that shit like that. I'm a black male, bro. Like, we not into that. So, you know, it's no disrespect to you particularly. It's just that cuckery isn't something that we embrace. It's the reason why I got upset at you when, you know, you were interviewing people that made it seem like I was into shit like that, because that's just something we don't really tolerate. Like, Adam from the Caucasoid Mountain. You know, they're into different things. You know what I mean? However, if they're happy, they're happy. My opinion don't got to be the same of it. Nor, even if I'm cool with you, I ain't finna tell people that, oh, I get it. No, I don't get it. I fucking don't get it. I don't get it. I don't get it. I do think it's weird. I'm sorry. It's something that evades me, but there's probably things that I do or I've tolerated or I've accepted or I've gotten into that other people don't get. It's natural. It's normal. You know what I mean?
That's fair of you, Ag. That's fair.
Like, there's probably a couple niggas in the chat right now, like they're into that, you know, cuckazoid behavior. Not me. I'm not into that type of shit. You feel me? But he did give a good explanation. I was watching this earlier today, actually.
She was going through it. Like it was tough for her to watch me do that because she was.
Okay, here we go.
I told her, I'm okay with it. Like
here we go.
Do this, and you kind of like pay for, you know, more of the stuff. Because
no, this is the interesting part.
What?
And again, I'm gonna go light with it because you know what I mean. Listen, again, anytime Adams mentions something, I know he's going through, and I know those days. I know those days when the whole internet's talking about. Trust me, I know way more than Adam. I know those days when the whole internet talking about you, and you're supposed to be this, like, especially me with my image, you're supposed to be this nigga who talks shit. You're not supposed to really have feelings now. So no matter what they said about you, lie or true, no matter who's saying it, no matter who's backstabbing you, you're supposed to just still be stoic, and that shit do affect you. I've had those days. I've had those days where I'm like, I'm only approving posts to be on my Instagram. I'm not gonna look at no other blog. I'm not gonna read comments. I'm not going to, because you don't even want to be in there. And then even the people around you, because they're doing it, it like you're just trying to like avoid the internet for well, at least I was. You know what I mean? But you're affected. So let me see.
And the truth is that all those other guys could pretty much say that too. Not all of them, but ability. No, I'm explaining the offers and a host.
Hold on.
It's already expected.
And meanwhile, we're getting talked about. I heard somebody say that we even hit like 30 million or something.
Definitely.
I know
something that
the conversation or into the porn stuff. And after, you know, many hundreds and hundreds of threesomes and stuff.
Yeah.
We decided, we've been having this conversation for like damn near a year.
Okay.
She shot her first ever scene with another man. Over the weekend.
That shows growth.
That shows growth. Bro, but they get on your ass saying that you don't have it in
this nigga lying.
He said
in you to disagree with me. So I'm going to use this as an example.
Or he probably being sarcastic.
Well, tell me how you really feel.
What about her? Listen, for the money, you don't want to hear what I'm talking about for the money.
I'm going to tell him
for the money.
Yeah.
I disagree. I could disagree with Adam if he told a lie. Like you try to stay away from bullshit on the podcast. It's like, all right, how I really feel is that I need my girl to go out and shoot a motherfucking porno solo scene so she can bring that bag back home. This is a business, nigga. This is business.
Yo, Adam, let me tell you why this conversation is worthless. With all due respect to this guy, I think his name is Brick Baby, and obviously Sharp is broke as a fucking joke, right? He's still begging for $100,000. Won't get it. And with all due respect to this guy, I think his name is Court. Got nothing bad to say about it. With all due respect to all three of these guys, y'all broke. Okay? Y'all, let me tell you this. The allure of money, when you don't have money, you think about, like, there's possibilities. The reason why I'm saying y'all opinion, I just listen to it, I'm like, the nigga is already up $20 million.
Right, like you don't need the bag.
It's like hearing LeBron James, obviously he doesn't have much money as LeBron, but it's here like a really successful basketball player even entertain certain shit. You're like, bro, you're rich already. So this whole do it for the money on, yeah, you do it for the money on when you don't got no money on.
Facts.
I'm in this game in Discord. I think I'm up tens of millions of dollars. I'm playing with people who no shitting on them. You know what I mean? Some of them are just like maybe like in their early 20s. They don't really got much. Sometimes I play around to see what people's morality is at. So I'd be like, yo, if I give you $10,000, would you eat my dog shit?
What?
And I hear these people thinking about it like, well, 10,000 is a lot of money. Fuck. Like, damn, you would eat my dog's feces for $10,000?
Bro, no, bro.
Now, again, granted, I'm removed from being at that place in my life. So when I was at maybe a place where I had nothing, shit, maybe for 10,000. Now, granted, I would hope I wouldn't do it, but maybe I would think about it, right? But this is a whole different conversation
for
that
10 million,
I can't
think
imagine
about it.
is
Yeah,
financial.
think about it for 10 million.
I just
you could do a lot
can't.
of shit for 10
I don't know
million.
what. Like that's why my only question to Adam, and I'm gonna ask him. He told me there's not sign-ups. I gotta ask him this question. What? Maybe you don't want to give me the actual number. I want to know what, in comparison to all the videos I normally do, and what this did. What's like the percentage increase?
Right.
Because you can't tell me a millionaire who's up tens of millions is doing things that you would assume people who don't have anything and trying to get millions would do.
Right, like, why are you doing this?
Do you know what I'm saying? So anyway.
But then again, too.
To me, it was kind of like, the reality is that her career has been, helped by me for sure, but also held back by me to a certain extent because of the fact that we would only shoot together. And
take a man to realize that
the number one thing that she gets asked, that she gets requested, whatever, is they want to see her shoot with another guy. And, we've kind of had the conversation over the years. And I started.
And by the way, to give you our preface, because I watched this already, I think this is where it gets into. I think, nigga like Sharp, you know what I mean? That nigga's trying to get out of Section 8 housing. You feel me? This other nigga, I don't know too much about him, but shit. If his name is Brick Baby, this might be his first real job, period. You get what I mean? Not saying he don't get any type of money. It's just that shit. He's getting a paycheck now. You know what I mean? Shit. But Adam, right?
Yo.
He goes into speaking about certain shit for her career, and it's a little interesting to me. But I'll let you hear.
I started to come to this realization that the reason why I didn't want her to do it was not because of my own personal jealousy or anything like that. It was really just the fact that I didn't want to be the guy who got roasted on the internet that week. I didn't want to be the one that everybody was making videos about, whatever. And I slowly started to feel like that's kind of a stupid reason for me to hold her back from doing something that would realistically be very, very good for her career.
Very good.
I'll stop it there because I agree with him with the first half, and I vehemently disagree with the second half.
Like, you get the first half.
I used to live my. This is why I try to use examples. Like, for example, me and Fresh, who's my friend from Fresh and Fit, we had different takes on certain shit. He was dealing with a woman. Her name was Miranda at the time, but he was purporting to his audience like, "Yo, I don't give a fuck about her." This and third, and I told him, I said, you should be able to be you. You shouldn't care if your audience wants you to be A. If at this time in life or this moment in life you feel like B. You should be able to be honest to yourself. Because a life that you have to live in front of the public, when you have to obey to the public, becomes one that's going to make you severely unhappy. I know this as a fact. Again, as much as I love my audience, I like the fact that they'll call me out, but I also... I would hope y'all know, y'all might tell act A 20 times and I still do B. Because at the end of the day, not everything is just for, are people gonna clown you or say you look dope or whatever the case is. So I completely agree with him that if he's making a choice and he says, fuck if people are gonna clown me, I respect that to the utmost level. Because let me tell you what the majority of internet creators do. We're all so happy to have an audience. I'm so happy to have y'all. But we become slaves to it. It's whatever y'all say, we do. So if y'all tell us that you don't like even things within, like that extends beyond just the entertainment, because at the end of the day, his relationship with his wife has nothing to do with the people watching No Jumper.
That's true.
Yes, he might use it sometimes as examples, but it's not like you're watching a relationship vlogger, right? If he's okay with his wife doing that, and maybe because you think that, oh, no, we don't like that, should he not be cool with that? You know what I mean? So again, I respect the fact, and it's not again with him allowing his wife to get fucked. I respect the fact that he could. I told this to my man Fresh. I tell this to all internet creators. The first 5 years you in this shit, you're gonna be so desperate to please the fans, you'll do anything. But after that 5 years, when you're still relevant, hopefully, and you're good regardless, you're gonna start realizing you're living an unfulfilled life because you're not doing things you want to do. Is dictated by a bunch of people, and sometimes the loudest voices in that bunch of people, they only want drama or entertainment. They don't understand how you feel at night. They don't understand how you feel off camera. They don't understand these interpersonal relationships you have. You can't live life for them. I think Adam is there too, which was I salute, and I think the majority of people, if you're in the shit long enough, you're there. The part I disagree with now is, and as much as I just said about my man Fresh, I gotta then co-sign my man Fresh in certain shit he says. Adam says something that was very alarming to me. And I'll actually be very honest, and y'all know I'm upfront with y'all. I've always said, in this world today, everybody's going for this 50-50 motto. We're 50-50. Oh, I want you to do this. And no, listen, if that's what you're on, you're not into any traditional. Like, I didn't work this hard to be 50-50 with a bitch. I'm going to just keep it 100 with you. I don't care who it is. I worked this hard to provide. I've given up a lot of my personal life. I've given up every metric you could consider of a man who would be just relaxed and whatever. I've given up all that to be the ultimate provider. So even if I was with any type of woman, which I just think just by the natural order of things, the woman that would be attracted to me would be the one who want me to provide. I'm not thinking about 50-50 shit. Once you start getting to the realm of this 50-50 nonsense shit, which again, I'm not saying it can't work because especially with people of lower social economic structure, I think maybe that's the best. However, when you're in a certain position, which I think me and Adam are, and you're still, you got a girl who looking at you is like 50-50, that's a huge problem, at least for me. So let me further explain that. I'll play the rest of the clip.
Mm-hmm. I think I get what you're saying. Once you have that amount of money as a man.
I had an ex. I won't say names because.
But you'll say names for Fresh?
Using these examples, you've never told these stories before. Now you're telling them. So I won't say names. But it was a time when she decided that she wanted to do OnlyFans.
Go on now. What'd you tell her?
I pay all the bills.
Bitch, get out.
I finance everything.
Why you need OnlyFans?
But then I heard this weird shit. Well, my career, my this, my that. And there's nothing wrong with a woman having a career, clearly. But then sometimes it becomes
if that's what you're gonna make your career, it's like,
because they're women, and a lot of times because we're living this age of sex work. Their
it's
work
so normalized,
almost contradicts and compromises what you got going on. Like I had those conversations where a woman said to me, "Well, like any of these little porn chicks, they love a nigga like me. You know why? I got all men watching him. If I get on his show and I act nice and likable, even if 15% say, oh, let's check out our OnlyFans, they're rich." Same with Adam. Now I say that to say,
bet. That might be
for
true.
me and the person who I was with, I told her this. I said, listen, me and you being together was never no business deal. I loved you.
Right.
But now you're trying to change the nature of our relationship to talk about how you could leverage whatever for business. I even gave that person an option. I said, yo, listen, how about you go pimp these hoes? Like, you go get some bitches and yeah, that's fine. I'm not promoting my bitch getting looked at by niggas. That's
right.
I just can't do it.
You are my girl. Like, I'm not always slinging my.
But I guess I'm using like personal anecdotes to kind of say I identify a little bit with what Adam is saying, but I vehemently oppose it. Because if I'm a successful nigga in the arena that I am, I don't want to hear no bitch tell me about her fucking career that seems to be the antithesis of what my brand and what my stature in my business is. Do you get what I mean? I'll keep playing.
Right. Because the truth is that the guy that she shot with is somebody that I'm very cool with, that I spent time around. I trust him. When she went off to go do this shit, it didn't, I wasn't like hurting inside, just knowing that she was doing. No, I stay home. I'm not being the driver.
I'm not watching or being the driver though. But at the end of the day, bro, like I said, I'm pretty sure Sharp got the same thing to say as me about that.
I don't know. Sharp's a little more misogynistic than you. Let's hear it, Sharp. What do you think when you hear this?
Now, as much as I rank on Sharp, this is where Sharp should come out and shine. He's a guy, even though I call him a failed pimp, this is his wheelhouse, right? How does a man deal with a woman who these days, I'm gonna be honest with you, I've said for the last few years, the most attractive women now become sex workers. That's why I think it's hard for regular girls, because regular girls who think I'm gonna keep myself pure, I won't like do this, blah blah. Yo, your man who's with you, he's on Instagram watching a girl who's 10 times better than you.
Not at all.
Fucking pop that pussy all the way in the screen.
But I feel
She's squirting on camera. So he's looking at you, you regular as a motherfucker, and he's looking at you like, look at this girl who looks 10 times better than you.
No, but
she's doing.
A lot of girls do the same thing.
That is like an enigma, or then, well, in a sense, for what's going on with the dating market. Most of the attractive women are going towards sex work, right? Sharp, who's a pimp, has been in pretty much the sex work industry. However, that industry got conquered by OnlyFans. These days, the difference between a girl on OnlyFans, if she don't got a rich boyfriend soon, she's on OnlyFans. So I want to hear what he has to say.
I look at it like this, man. You understand, and I'm just going to be transparent. Both of y'all, time's ticking. You only got so much time in this industry. The porn star industry is like a good haircut. You could be here today looking good, gone tomorrow, and it's just over. You know what I mean? So I feel like do it and capitalize off it now while you have the chance to capitalize on it, and don't wait until shit starts to fall at an all-time low to say, okay, we'll finally do it. You got to hit it while it's high.
Yep.
Okay, and let me disagree with Sharp. And by the way, all personal things aside, I know I've said some stuff.
This dude talking like he talking like they buying stocks or something.
You know, I do think he's talented to a certain extent. But I vehemently disagree with him to this point.
A house or something.
But I see where he's coming from. Sharp is a guy who I have seen, he's a pimp. He comes from that background. I've told you why I don't like people associating me or calling me like, yo, red pill or whatever the case is. Because in reality, red pill and even the manosphere is usually a tutorial for incels to get sex. And if you're sex deprived, all you can think about is sex, just like if you're thirsty, all you can think about is water. But if you're someone who doesn't have a problem, or maybe even if it's not as frequent as other people, you could have sex as and third, life is just much bigger than that. Life at a point is way bigger than who you could fuck, this and third. It's about the things that matter. Family, legacy. And the reason why I disagree with what Sharp is saying, even I'm really careful even how I handle this. I'm trying to be really careful how I handle this situation with Adam, because the moment he had a child with Lena, it told me he was trying to start a legacy with her. Didn't matter what I thought about of her or what she does or what she might be into. He has chose her to be the
chosen
matriarchy to his kingdom. That's what it is. And a lot of times when you hear from Sharp or some of these guys in the manosphere or whatever, they talk about just really simple shit. Oh, you should get rich. Well, everybody wants to get rich. And it seems like a really hard task to get rich until you're rich, i.e. me. Then they talk about getting pussy. Seems like a really hard task till you get pussy, which a lot of people do. I know, or I would think, that when I'm looking at Adam, it's not about just getting the bag. I'm thinking about your child. One has 2 Instagrams. One is like Lena the mom. She's showing off the child all the time. I see how happy he is when he's with his child. I saw him propose. I saw him get married. None of these things seemed to me like it was just about getting the bag. This seemed to be a way of
like a real family,
fostering an environment to grow a family, to create offspring, and to build a legacy. So this whole thing about just getting the bag equates to everything else. No, it does not. That's why I keep telling people, the people without the bag are going to keep saying that. Your family is everything. Shit, even for me now, I've accomplished everything. I'm very nitpicking in who would I have a child with? I would never get married, but who would you settle down with? You gotta be nitpicking. Because that is what you are going to leave
behind. That's the rest of your life,
ultimately.
bro. And
your kids' kids is going to remember, okay,
with.
Grandpa was rich, but he only fucked prostitutes and strippers and did all type of shit. And this is why we have fully dysfunction in the family. Now, this is a higher level conversation that I think when you start talking, no disrespect to Sharp, when you start to anybody in the manosphere or somebody like Sharp, they speak so like
low level.
It's so like, hey, get rich. No, my nigga.
Like over.
I think I'm the only nigga with money telling these niggas saying,
or simplistic.
bro, I got the money. It's more than that when, like, it's not only about just getting the bag and whatever. It's also about finding a suitable partner to be a mother, to be, you know. And by the way, this is why I like what Andrew Tate's been doing recently. Actually, Andrew Tate's doing it now. Andrew Tate been literally telling these niggas, if you think just fucking a bunch of bitches is make you that guy, that's not what it is. So that's why I disagree with Sharp. And this is why I'm giving the commentary I am when it comes to Adam. You've chosen the mother of your child. You've had a child. You've made her your wife. Don't tell me that money's still the driving factor.
Right.
I just can't believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm looking at it from a business perspective. Y'all already married, bro. That's your chick. She ain't going no motherfucker nowhere. Baby. She gonna
see. This is where, again, these guys, because they don't have money.
You already
no
married.
Disrespect, but it's the truth.
This man say, y'all already married. That y'all had a baby. She ain't going nowhere. That's why she could do that. Bro, what? So, people don't get divorced? What is you talking about, bro?
Oh, do it for the money on. She ain't going nowhere. Yo, let me tell you this. Adam texted me today at 9 a.m. Nigga, it's 6 a.m. in motherfucking LA. Why the fuck is he up at 6 a.m.? I don't have to answer it. You answer it. If you think the money on, just cool. That fucking mental torture, that emotional stress, that feeling that you're going to hear him admit that was in his gut afterwards, that shit is never cured by money, especially when your bank account's already filled. I promise you. I promise you. So while these guys are trying to coddle him with, yo, you're getting the money on. He been had the money on. Andrew Tate said something though.
What yes man, bro?
And Andrew Tate, he a flex.
Like for real.
But it's true. The difference between having $10 million and $70 million is not that much. It's not that much. Once you get into the millions, what you could buy at the low end, you could buy at the high end. Now it's different money once you're talking hundreds of millions. And it's a way different conversation when you're talking a billionaire, clearly. Why do I say that? I say that because there is a thought in many people's minds that says there's an insatiable appetite to just keep getting more and more millions without thinking about your mental stability or health. I'll give you an example. I've made many millions. If I was offered right now a $5 million contract for a reality show, which I had to spend 60 days in Chicago, I would turn it down. I'm already rich. I don't even want to put myself through that.
Right.
Especially on a show I know y'all gonna be doing the most. I'm good. Do you get what I'm saying? That's the point what I'm trying to say. This whole excuse that money makes everything cool, I believe is problematic. Do you understand what I'm saying? I'll keep playing it.
Don't cry talking about what are you talking about? You're leaving.
But that's part of it too, is that we already know that we're gonna probably have like another couple kids, and that this is just kind of like her doing what she can to make her OnlyFans go fucking crazy in the meantime, in the lead up to her basically exiting the game in a couple of years, you know? And that's why I didn't really want to be the one holding her back. And we even had that conversation, like even up to the moment that she left to go film the scene, she was telling me like, listen, I'll not do it if you don't want me to do it. If it's going to hurt you, if it's going to bum you out, then like if it's gonna really like make you sad and it's gonna hurt your feelings, then I won't do it. And I told her like, just go do it. Just go do it. Because and when I told her, I said, I got 3 rules. Don't kiss the motherfucker.
Period.
Don't let him know on your face.
Oh yeah.
No money shot.
And I don't want to feel like I have to be cool with you doing it over and over and over after this. I'm like, if I can't handle it, and it's gonna be a one and done, then I want to have the right to kind of like make that
call.
What
if this like makes a crazy ass bag?
It will. Like I already know that it will.
It's going
Sharp. For a nigga who thinks you're psychoanalyzing women, you gotta step your knowledge game up, my brother.
Mm-hmm.
You see, this is why I call you a low-level pimp. You can't evade the thought of a bag. If Adam showed you what's in his bank account now, you'd pass out. If you got $30 million, what would you do just to have 35 in the space of a month? 30, 35. What can't you do with 30 that you could do with 35? So 35 is worth emotional trauma. You can't sleep.
I feel you.
Arguments that you know eventually are going to start.
Yeah, because one day he going to be like, remember when you...
That's what it is?
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, we have to still leave it the what ifs first. You know what I'm saying? We know this already. I don't want to jump the gun. But okay, let's say it. Fuck it, let's jump it. This shit's about to make fucking a crazy, ridiculous amount
It'll
of
probably
money,
make
right?
I don't want to say that. But it'll be a significant amount.
In my mind, I think I kind of know the number too.
Because, I mean, she could go shoot it with a professional studio, but
sounds like Sharp trying to get fucked for that amount of money.
Right.
Like the amount of, like, look at Adam's face. He's kind of still face about it. He's thinking about the money. He's even laughing.
She knows that if she just shoots it for her own shit, that she good.
She's about to be good, bro.
Yeah.
She might pass you in breadwinner.
Because we had that conversation too, where she said, I don't know about that, but
by the way, this is a little confusing to me. I love the fact that women like Jada Waiter, right? Then people say, oh, she got like a hair, she got bundles. Does she still sell bundles? I don't know. But they say some of these women, they have like these entrepreneurial businesses or boutiques on the side, but they're with a rapper. Now, it's not like these women are bums. They don't make no money. But at the end of the day, if you're the breadwinner, and this is why I'm confused, and I'm gonna say respectfully at Adam. Why does she feel the need?
Yeah, why does she need to do this?
You didn't. Your girl wants a provider, brother. I think. No disrespect. Why are you even trying to go 50-50 with her? She would probably not want to do these things if you weren't trying to have her be a breadwinner. I'm pretty sure if Lil Baby was like said to Jada Waiter, hey, we got to go 50-50 on all these things, not only for the kids, but for this, blah, blah, blah. She might be like, all right, bet I got to go get another rapper because right now this ain't really working. That's just how it goes. That's also white people shit. We're going to get to the Melly shit. Don't you worry.
That's one of the things she said to me. She's like, your shit is diversified. Like, you got a bunch of different income streams that are doing what they're doing.
Facts.
She's like, I got this one thing and then plug talk. And the reality is that if, where was I going with this? If the reality is that she said, like, would you rather I not do this and you kind of like pay for, you know, more of the stuff? Because we're 50-50 on everything, right? Like the mortgage payments, everything. Like everything is 50-50.
Why? Why?
Yeah, like you're making
again,
mad
you know, I don't want to get all into why.
At this point, you could cover it, bro.
I know the money Adam making. Why?
You could cover it, cause like you got 4 million.
I got a rule. I tell you, you know my rule
on one of your channels. You could cover it for your wife, bro. There's not your girlfriend.
If you ain't
no
paying,
more. Your wife.
First of all, you don't make no decisions there if you're not paying part of it.
You're a millionaire,
not granted, I own my house.
And you
but if you don't pay my taxes, or if you don't pay no bills in the house, it's my rules. Now, here's the problem. I've never had a problem. I've never asked a bitch.
The wife and mother of your child.
$1.
We have to go 50-50.
Nothing.
Bro, that's crazy, bro.
To what I got going on.
If y'all in a financial situation, I'm wondering, like Adam, Ak said, where it works out, that you guys,
you don't need her to contribute to the fucking coin either. That's the thing that's confusing to me. It's not like Adam's some bum nigga who's trying to like. I ain't gonna lie. I had one ex that I got evicted out of an apartment.
Your wife give you the ultimatum. She said, "Look, I could not do this. I could cut this kind of lifestyle off if you cover everything." Clearly, she not trying to go get no normal job. She probably can't really, because every boss she ever had would probably end up having to be reported for misconduct or something. You know what I mean? Or every boss she will have. You feel me? Everybody done seen her videos, right? So she could cut this all off. She could be a stay-at-home mom. She could make family-friendly, child-safe content and be cool off that. She could do the plug talk with you, maybe still, or she could just rock out of that entirely, right? All you gotta do is, since you diversified and you making mad money, you got so many income streams, you could cover more stuff financially. This is your wife, bro. This is not your homie. This is not your girl. This is your wife. Mother of your kid. Bro. Act making mad sense here. Of course you should cover that, bro. What are you talking about? 50-50. 50-50. What the?
This is an ex that, remember I said I paid her rent or whatever.
She gonna leave him, bro.
Because when I got evicted, I moved in with her. We split the rent.
Okay, she might feel like she gotta do this. Job.
I tell her because I get a G-Wagon, and I say, "Yo, I want to go get let's go get a better apartment." She said, "I can't really afford that better apartment." I said, "Don't you worry, I'm gonna pay the whole thing. We gonna pay the whole thing." We were there for like a couple years. After I break up, she said, "Damn, nigga, I quit a job because I wanted to spend more time with you." That's why I paid her shit. But anyway. I think this is the reason why you cannot split bills with women. What I'm hearing Adam say is that his girl told him, either you're going to pay the majority of the bills, or if you want us to still be 50-50, I need to make more money. The only way I could make more money, because you do all this rapper hip hop shit, I fuck niggas. The only way I could make more money is to fuck a nigga. I'm sorry. First of all, my girl wouldn't even have to get to asking me that. Baby, I got all the bills. Stay home, be a mother.
Right.
Change diapers. Teach her. I don't want to send my kids in school while they're going to teach my kid to try to be some trans right activist.
Right.
So how about you just teach the kids, teach her how to talk and how to walk and how to be a lady? Because we have a daughter now. Teach her how to do these things. Be a mother. That's priceless. Whatever I'm contributing is equatable to you being a mother. I don't need you to come to the table with money too.
Right, you already being the mother of my child, yo. It have no money in the world that could match that. Man said, nah, go get a BBC.
And she's like, do you want to would you rather have me just fall back on the porn stuff and just be a mom and we could just do that? Or would you?
Yes,
bro. You're going to give that option.
Dip my toe into doing this shit a little bit more seriously. I told her, I'm okay with it. I want to at least give it a try. I want to see if I can handle it. I want to see if it bothers me knowing that shit's out there. I don't plan on sitting down and watching the full half-hour scene or whatever.
If it did bother you, then what? What was your plan?
But no,
that's what I was a little surprised that after she did it, it was giving me a little bit of the bubble guts, a little bit of the. Sure, I'm not 100% sure. Just that feeling, but to be fair, she told me the same exact thing. Where the first time that it's the first time you catch a body, right? I hear it's a little bit something to stomach. No, but she told me that the first time she saw me fuck another girl in front of her, it was hell. She was going through it. It was tough for her to watch me do that because she was so in love with me the first time she saw me fuck another girl in front of her. And now, having done it hundreds of times, it's kind of whatever. It's not really hitting the same where it doesn't really bother.
That's messed up, bro. That's messed up for real when you think about it.
What you're going through now is what you're claiming she went through God. But you also said, as a caveat, well, if I feel a
Oh, nah, he cut it. But check it, right? I feel like he was gonna say, if you feel okay with it doing once, you're gonna feel okay doing it 100 times. You feel me? But anyways, gang, it's starting to rain. I know you're hearing it outside. I'm gonna just piece up for a little bit. We've been drawing for a while. I'm gonna get back to it in the next video. Stick around, you know. And if you drawing, I hope you like how it's coming out. If you want to get into art, you know, subscribe, like. This is all I really do right now, just reaction videos, with some drawing tips as I go. I also do little tutorial videos every now and again. So, you know, I'm all about the arts and how to create and just like, you know. So yeah, like, subscribe, stay tuned, follow your boy. See you next time and have a great day.